Well, hi there, Paranoia. Hope you've been well. Unload more of that later. I'm just oh, hi there, Greg. Just gonna zoom out, and then we're gonna zoom back in. Gotta get all this stuff unboxed. Not today, but just a little bit at a time. It's the Opal light. Right? Yeah, Opal light. In quartz. Kind of neat stuff. Straight from Brazil. But today, we're actually going to be working on some Opal. Yeah, sometimes being busy can kind of come out of the blue. And then turn that down just a little bit. So after thinking about it, I will end up cutting this piece down. And in doing so, I'm going to try to save this portion where I had the fire there on top by cutting this up and then cutting it just above this layer here and save that layer. No worries, Ryan. Hi there, Romania. I just gotta find that pocket where I had the Opal at. Hi there, Brian. Oh, here it is. Opal in my pocket. Like my wizard hat. We're gonna work on a Opal from Idaho. Spencer, Idaho Opal. Oh, hi there, Trump. Enhance. All right, so I was really debating on how I wanted to approach this. Oh, there was Wisconsin Rockstalker. But we're gonna try to work this Opal down, and what I'm gonna do is pencil. Where are you? There we go. So the layer I want to get to. Some people would probably like me back this or something, but I'm not going to. Well, howdy there, Karen. So the layer I want to get to, that's the layer. I love how thick that these layers are. Much thicker than Fire Obsidian. But the layer that I want to get rid of is this top layer right up here. And there's my wife. Thank you. Make sure you hit that like. So we're gonna get rid of this layer right above it. Howdy there, Julie. And then I actually might flatten the bottom of this too. Get rid of this, like flatten that a little bit. Hi to Machine Head. Hi to the Rocky Mountain Bear. Also Rocky Mountain Bear. Sorry, I didn't get around to sending you that message last night. So feel free to send me a message and be like, hey. I'll make sure my phone's muted. Oh, good thing I checked. Okay. Well, hi there, YouTube phone home. And yeah, that doesn't look like obsidian. So yeah, we're gonna grind this down a little bit. Hi there, Allison. And I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah, we're gonna get rid of that top layer, and I might come in at just an angle, and we're gonna dome it a little bit, just a little bit. So the reason I want to remove the top layer is here. Let's turn off that light behind us. Turn off this light over here. Is you see that play of color? Now Opal is really hard to show on camera, but you see that little play of color there? You want to expose that. And this project won't take too long at all. Oh, hi there, Luca. So yeah, we're going to get rid of that top layer. And I don't think we'll use the flat lap. I think we'll just use the cabbing machine. But yeah, that's a nice thick layer. Yeah, we'll just use the cab machine. Make it go quick. Actually, we'll use the flat lap to remove the bottom here, so I kind of keep nice and flat. A massive art event and to go and apply to show my art for the first time ever. Nice, princess. That'll be exciting. If they keep us updated, let us know how it goes. Okay, so I took off my ring because I don't want to damage my ring during this process, because it has happened where my ring has touched the wheel on accident. And I believe the flat lap's plugged in. Yep, flat lap is plugged in. Well, hello, Luffy. Today, we are going to be working on some Spencer, Idaho Opal. So we're going to get rid of the top layer right there on top, and we're going to expose the bottom layer, or not the bottom, but the middle layer, because there is another color bar down there in the bottom. But I'm focused on the center one there. And so yeah, we're going to get rid of that little top layer there. And to do this, Opal's very, very soft, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, we'll just use this machine. So Luffy, there are some opals that do have to stay in the water. These ones do not. Though this will be, I think, one of my... It's been a minute since I've worked on some Spencer Opal. Actually, yes, Brian, thank you for that question. I did actually find this myself. There was a big Creator Dig event in August that I was invited to, and this was probably my favorite piece that I found. It was super small, but the color was just like nice. So got this in Spencer, Idaho. Oh, Spencer, Idaho, at a special dig event. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the diamond wheel, just to kind of get rid of the top layer there. Actually, can we just pop that? Nope. And Opal, very similar to obsidian, grinds super fast. Oop, I dropped it. I got it. We're good. So let's go and turn this on. Make sure to thank your local wizard. Yeah. Got deja vu again. I do not like when I get deja vu. Talking about bear. Yeah, double tap or double click the opal on the screen. Hi there, Renee. Alright, let's work this opal. We're going to find our sweet spot with the zooming in just a little bit. So we're going to be using the hard diamond wheel to grind down the top. I should have recorded this beforehand. Here. One second. I'm going to record a quick video on my burner phone. Luffy, I'm going to kind of work with the shape I have. I don't want to lose too much material if I can avoid it. Quick video before and after. Okay. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna get some more, make sure we got plenty of water going. This machine requires water at all times. And no, I cannot hurt myself on these wheels. And the water does smell funny. Howdy, Opal guy. It's gonna be a nice. There actually might be a layer. Oh, yeah. This won't take very long. I just saw a piece fly off. That's okay. Oh, nice, Princess. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of. I'm really hoping I can just flake off some of this top layer, but oh, there we go. It's a little flaky. Doesn't take much. I should have almost used the genie for this. And I'm looking for any like fractures in the stone while I'm working it as well. Is there a way to tell what the difference is between opal and an ore? You know, Luffy, that is actually a good question. I do not know how to answer. I mean, at least answer efficiently. I feel like ore is more like a bearing material, whereas like opal, like there's no. Like gold versus gold ore, like gold ore is just like gold is in some of the host rock, which you gotta break it down or do like a processing to get the gold out. Whereas if you just find gold by itself, then you don't really have to do anything except just like melt it down to do what you need to do with it. Okay, maybe one more quick little. Oop. Do it again. So, a lot of white in there. We're going to go ahead and switch gears, go to 140 grit. There's that light. If there's anyone new that's watching, I do a lot of how-to videos on cutting and polishing. My how-to videos are free, so make sure to go watch some of my older videos to see how I do stuff. And recommend barrel ore is a naturally occurring solid material in which metal or valuable mineral can be profitably extracted. Well, hi there, Darren. I need to have my other tablet up so I can see everyone's chat. So you can kind of see, turn this light off here, bring this light back. Again, opal is really hard to, there we go. So just gotta get a little bit more of the top material down. And expose that color bar. I feel like my lamp needs to have some springs tightened. So I am going to sand down the edge a little bit. Just enough, not a whole lot. It doesn't take a whole lot. Opal's fairly soft. And Darren's from Australia. Nice. And then we're just gonna work a little bit off the top. Nothing crazy. Don't do too much. And I am kind of constantly checking to see my height of the level, or of the layer. I do have a big old chunk of boulder opal. I just haven't got around to playing around with it. I almost will have to maybe do a double-sided piece here, just for giggles. And I don't think I plan on. I don't think I'll end up selling this piece. I just like this is probably like one of the coolest ones I found. I think. Rocky Mountain Bear. Well, Mr. Pumper Knuckles, it maybe depends on like what kind of opal you want, because there is more affordable alternatives for opal. So if you want a precious opal, yeah, it can be a little expensive. But if you wanted like, let's say, Oregon Fire opal, even if it's not a precious opal, it's still an opal. Sounds good, princess. So we're now at the 280 grit stage. So very similar to like working with like a fire obsidian. I'm gotta kind of think ahead as far as like what grits you're gonna be going to next. So you're not growing down too far into the stone, because then you have a chance of losing it. So like turn off this light here, turn off this light, just bring this light back over here. And same thing with the obsidian. I just have my air compressor. I just dry it off every so often. Just kind of check my progress. And then as you can see, so we have one layer there, and then right here, there is a secondary layer. It's on the bottom. So with that one, I'd probably do something similar, but I might use the flat lap maybe on the other side there. Because what this would have been is this would have been the inside. Here, let me go grab an example. I'll show you kind of like what material this came out of. Let's see an idea. So I have a rough example of the material that comes out of Spencer. I have a couple examples here. So this little piece of opal, this one right here that we're working on, I'll zoom right in right here. So this little piece of opal would have come out of something like this. So the Spencer, Idaho opal mines, I have a video where the owners are talking about like what caused it, what kind of opal it is. So they have kind of more of the in-depth information on there. It's on my channel. It's a full-length video. But basically, they form inside like little rhyolite pockets. So basically like thunder eggs, more or less, and then in the voids. So you can see there's an opal right here. So that opal would have come out of a pocket like this. So that would be technically a thunder egg if you can get out in one piece. And the surrounding material is obsidian, and is also mixed with like a rhyolite. So that's kind of where they come out of, how they come out of there. So there are some places where you can get opal, but it comes like out of seams, like out of voids in the wall. This one basically comes out of pretty neat looking thunder eggs. Like here's another piece here. So you can actually find some pretty decent pieces. Like really, in order to get that out, you'd have to cut this down and extract that. But that's kind of what it looks like when you're looking for the opal. out there. You can also dig for it too. Most of the stuff I got, I did not dig for it. You can pick it up. It's everywhere out there. So if you would like a chance to get your own opal, and if you're in the Idaho area, reserve in advance, because they do weekend tours to the main part of the quarry. But you gotta schedule that one in advance. However, they do have a tailing section at the diner itself, and you can just dig out of that pile too. Yeah, so Darren, I do have a piece of black opal somewhere in my shelf in front of me. I have one piece left of the black opal. It's just really expensive stuff. But hopefully when I go to Tucson next year, I can find some black opal for a good price for myself, and just hand-pick the pieces, hand-pick the rough. Now, we're not going to go too crazy on this. It's not too, because you know, we can easily like blow through that layer if I'm not paying attention. I mean, not as easy as the fire obsidian as far as like the depth, but it's still possible. Now, I do have a love-hate relationship with opals. I love precious opal. I love it. The only thing I don't love is that sometimes some opals, they have a chance to crack and craze, and that part I do not love. That's why I like fire obsidian more. It doesn't crack or craze, and there's like no special care for them. But I do love opal. It's just, there's some aspects to it I don't like. I mean, even with my wedding ring, I have an emerald in there, and even emeralds require very special care. I wish the camera could really pick up what I'm seeing. This stuff is really, really pretty. But yeah, my whole point is showing that we're the rough material, but see all the little botryoidals? So this opal would have been, like this would have been the bottom, and this would have been the top, inside that little cavity. And I should make this flat. No, we should make it flat now. Now, I'm torn now. Yeah, we'll make it flat now. So to make it flat, turn it off for a second. I have another tool to my left. We just gotta adjust our camera so y'all can see. Naturally, I need to buy more of those. This reminds me, I need to buy more camera arms for the shop here. Oh, hi there, Rick. And hi there, Money Cannot Buy Happiness. And hi there, Tomb Kings. All right. There we go. Now I should be able to see what I'm doing. All right. Every time I have to move positions, I have to get a different camera on to show something else. You know, Paranoid Princess, I think there's a button for it. Like, if you're, there we go. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. And I need my water jug. Where the heck did it go? Here it is. Technically, I don't really need to use this flat lap, but this will make it a little easier for the back side of the stone, because I do want to have a flat back on that one. This is a 8-inch flat lap, 8-inch flat lap from High Tech Diamond. It's not a sponsorship, but I do have an affiliate program with them. I have all the links in my link tree on my channel. Is there a clog in there? Okay, there we go. And I'm using the 180 grit diamond lap here. Over here to YouTube so I can see everyone's chat off over here. And scroll up, go to live chat. There we go. Rick, I'm doing pretty good. I spent my morning going to getting a new stereo for my new van, new to me anyway, and then went to Verizon, order a phone. I'm gonna get a business line and kind of keep everything separate on my devices. Turns out it's cheaper to get a plan if you're getting a business plan. I don't understand it. Usually it's more expensive. Do you have plenty of water? Okay. And then, well, yeah, this Opal just flying on off there. I don't like that. So we have some issues already. Okay. Oops. Now with these flat laps, very similar to the grinding wheels, it is very important to try to utilize as much of the flat as possible, or the lap, I should say, just so you don't have one spot wearing down more than the others. Usually I'd be much closer, but I didn't want to block anyone's view of this machine being used. And you do have to be very, very careful, because if you're not careful, there's a chance that you can actually lose your grip on the stone, and then they'll go flying. Thank you, Derek, for coming to be a channel supporter. So I talked about yesterday about Lego making a Lego set for gems and minerals, and how a couple of years ago I talked about if I would do a giveaway of a set when they released it. Well, I thought the box wasn't going to get here until like later in the month. The Lego sets should actually be here tomorrow. So, for the member side of the channel, I'm going to be giving away one Lego set that is like gems and minerals related. Yeah, we're actually grinding right through the color. That's how I know. Oh, hi there, Jordan. Yeah, this Opal is from Spencer. This is like actually towards the end of the day I found this one. Yeah, I'm still quite a bit of ways from that layer, but it's not grinding evenly, so I gotta adjust that now. So I need to kind of come down a little bit harder on that side. Oh, Melissa, I gotta send you a message too. Josh did not get any rough optical grade quartz, but he did get some more cut tabs of quartz. I'll show you the bag here in a second. Yeah, Greg. So when I think Jared told me about it, and the moment that he did, I went, I looked, and then when I was finally able to put an order in, I bought 3 of them. Bought one for myself to put together. Actually, no, I bought 2 for myself, one to put together, one to keep in the box as a collector item, and the third one to give away. Well, hi there, Dad's Rocks. Yeah, Melissa, I told Josh the next time he goes to Brazil to kind of keep an eye out for like rough. I'll show you what he. It's similar to the cabs I got the other week from him, but I think some of these might be a little bit bigger. Some of them are not perfect, but Dagger and Rose, the same people that are also over at Spencer, are buying the same cabs from him. So they've been using it for like doublets and triplets and stuff. Nice, Greg. I'm almost half tempted going live tomorrow, just putting together the set if it comes in time. That might be a fun live, just chilling, putting together some Legos. We're adults. Oh, Princess, that'd be cool. I would love it if they actually did a big series on like minerals and crystals and stuff. See if I can get a little bit lower. I can. There we go. I'm actually almost at the layer. I'm okay with going a little bit closer to the layer so we can kind of expose it too. But it's a nice thick layer. Nice piece. It's gonna be really pretty. I might even grind. I'll have to flatten this side a little bit on this side. But that's a nice little piece. Melissa, for this one, I'm not even gonna make a doublet. I'm doing what I think they call it a solid. And hi there, the Viking Ollie. Hi there, Gilson. Almost there. Melissa. No, I got really lucky with this find. I just, towards the end of the day, it was actually when Mark and Brian and Julie were all like working on that one Opal scene. It was around that time, give or take. I feel like it's taking a sweet time to get to that layer. Or, right? Hold on. Am I already there? Oh, I'm almost there. Okay. I do need more water in the thing though. And Rick says later, everyone. Well, bye, Rick. Got a little bit more water. Turn it up a little bit. Alright, so one side was wearing down more faster than the other ones, so we're going to focus, I think, on this side here. I've had diamonds in the past. They just take a little while to sell. I have some diamonds here in the shop. They're, no, I don't. Sorry. Do I? I thought I had diamonds. This part's taking a while. Just gonna add a little more weight to it. Not gonna rush it. There we go. Now we're starting to expose that bottom layer. Oh, hi there, Billy. So, Greg, I'm using 180 grit, only because I don't want to go too fast on this piece. Oh, no problem. Okay. Oh no, it's chipping away. Alright. So there is a small problem. So there actually might be a fracture in the stone. Maybe. So we're gonna see if we can maybe like fix that for now. Hope's not lost yet. Yeah, this actually might be the first time you all see me use it live. I've used it in some projects, but this is like not live. That might be a problem. Maybe. So that right there, that is the high-tech diamond 8-inch flat lap. I bought that, and then I also bought all the additional in-between stages. So I forgot which one it came with, but it only came with certain grits. And then I went ahead and I bought extras, so I bought all the in-between stages, and then I also bought additional diamond flats. And then I bought a blank disc, so I made a polishing carpet lap. That's the same carpet as that over there. Okay. So we will have to grind down this edge right there a little bit. Where'd it go? Maybe that might not be a fracture. Let's turn off this really quick. Sometimes you can see fractures with the light. Not always, sometimes. Yeah, that's... That, I'm pretty sure it's a fracture. Just not sure how far back it goes. So we will try to ignore that for the time being. And we'll just keep working on the stone until something goes wrong. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, that might be nothing. Oh, that's probably just from the light. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and sand down the edge a little bit. Why there, Lurker Troy? No, I don't think it's broke. Not yet. We're going to find out, though. I have a multi-fraction fraction opal within the setting. Any idea how to restore it? Usually if an opal has fractures, there's not really much you can do about it. Again, that's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge... I love opal, but it's because of how easy it is to crack and craze. That's one of the reasons why I love it and I hate it. Like a toxic relationship. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep as much of the shape of the stone as possible. I don't like waste. So I'm very carefully trying to sand down the edge. Keep its shape. Still a little rough. Oh, it could be because of that. Yeah, I might end up like backing this with something. Maybe. I thought it'd be cool to have like the back of the stone just as like so you can see it. Because like I did expose the color layer in the back. It's hard to see because of the camera, but we're gonna zoom a bit more. There we go. So that's the back of the stone. That's the front of the stone. So I might just kind of try to keep that shape right there, and then just well, I might back it with something. I don't want to lose it though. Maybe I should just like back it with like a piece of quartz, just so we can kind of keep it together. Because I do like the back. Okay, my phone's froze. There we go. Chat. There we go. Patrick mix with CA glue, mix with CA with glitter to improve the opal sparkle. You know, Patrick, you're right on that one. It would probably show up a little bit better. The only downside is, since I've been working for so long right now, it'd be difficult to do that because my hands are already wet. I'm gonna use see if we can flatten the back a little bit better here. Yeah, I got a good supply of black gloves. Yeah, I might have to flatten a bit more or lose part of the edge. Yeah, we're gonna adjust this edge a bit more. Sadly. Bit. That's better. Alright. So we did have to reshape it a little bit. That's okay. And gotta fix up here a little bit as well. We got a lot of people in here. Hi there, Dana. Gilson. Can't quite pronounce that one. And pillar. So opal, when it comes to shaping and polishing, it's actually very similar to obsidian. Again, going back to the only downside about opals is, there's always a chance that you can work it for a while, but some opals are really prone to cracking and crazing if they were to, let's say, absorb a lot of water and then dry out too quickly. And all of a sudden, that opal's not really that good anymore because it dried out too quickly and it broke. This happens. Not much you can do about it. It happens, Pillar. Again, there's not much you can really do about it. I know, typically if you're wearing opal, like there's like a lot of like care you kind of have to keep in mind, just so you don't ruin it. Like, take it off before you take a shower, wash dishes, whatever. Like if it's like in a ring. How come today I was able to be a channel member? Never seen that one in your lives. No, Derek, I don't know. Unless The only thing I could think of is maybe they did a update. That's the only thing I can think of. Unless Apple's, letting people do that off their phone now. Because I noticed, there's been times where I've been live vertical before, and we never had this many viewers, at all. So I think there must be, an updating process. Yeah, something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, we're going to check our work really quick here. 2215 Scotland. Well, Pillar, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, and hopefully your weather's... I've never been to Scotland, but it is on my places of someday to travel. Appreciate hanging out with us for a little bit. David! You know what's funny, David, is YouTube blocked your comment. Hey, buddy. I think it's because the word's sexy. But hey, I'm okay with it. If I'm okay with it, then you two best be okay with it. Well, I'm very appreciative of it too, Derek. I know YouTube's been weird. Well, it's been how many weeks since I've gone live in the vertical format? So this weekend might be interesting. It's been a minute, I'd say. Well, that's nice of you to offer that, fella. It might be a while before I can travel that far overseas. I've still never been on a plane, but I did get a passport this year. Someday. But have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. So now we're on the 600 grit wheel. This is where... And since this is a small piece, it's going to work fairly quick. Oh, a little spider. Well, hi there, Jason. Yeah, baby subs cows. Canada first. Keep it going here. Melissa says, wow, 18 months is going by really fast. Yeah, no, I would like to travel. World of Rock Hounds International. Gotta live up to the name, you know. And we are going to have to. How'd you get there, Jason? We're going to just soften the edges on the back a little bit. You don't want to have like sharp edges on these, because if you have sharp edges, it's going to be really prone to wanting to chip out even more so. I'm just going to soften a little bit. Nothing crazy. A little bit. A little soften it. Okay. Yeah, David, this is the Spencer Idaho Opal. This is one of my favorite ones I found, I think. This is actually the first Opal that, since I've been to the Crater Dig twice, and this is the first time that I'm actually going to work on any of the Opal. Oh, that's awesome, Patrick. So you get your congratulations. I saw she was recently live too on YouTube not that long ago. Gotta keep the stone moving. There might be some Opal people out there that are like, what is you guys doing? I know what I'm doing, mostly. I'm kind of a professional at this point, I guess. Or I'm just faking it until I make it. The roles may never know. Do we have something dark we can fill this with? I can show the back piece of obsidian. That helps. Not really. Still kind of whitewashes it. So we're going to check our work really quick. And Jason's been a member for 31 months. Nice, Jason. Thank you for your continued support. Oh yeah, this stone is working so quick. Has anyone, Greg wants to know, has anyone here had any Willow Creek area garnets that have that oxide coat on them and try to use an iron out to remove it? Hold my beard. And my hat, ma'am. Bring it back a little bit. Let's do a different light. Hold on. Use this light over here. Whee. Not sponsored. Haven't even cracked them open yet. And if we come down here a little bit, we should see a little better. Lighting is everything, I guess. What if we use here? Let's try these lights. We're doing light experimentations here. Aziz, light. There we go. Thank you, Aziz. Much better here. Gotta find that right light. Right light, right. Like my baking soda. Yeah, a little nick there in the back, but that's okay. It's gonna get covered anyway. I got that reference. Yeah, little Spencer, Idaho Opal. I still don't know which one I want first. I want Canada Dry. I think I'll do the ginger ale. I haven't had the ginger ale in a while. That is how gingers keep their beard orange, is they drink a lot of ginger ale. So if you did not know that, now you do. Made from real gingers. I'm gonna plug the phone in so I keep it charged. So yeah, for our friends that do buy stuff from me, here in the near future, I'll be sending out new business cards with orders. I'm just waiting on getting my new phone first. It will be a business line with a brand new number, an actual phone number. So I try to keep my phone relatively separate, even though I will be using my phone for like business stuff, but the new phone will be like even more so for business stuff. So I also use this account for like going live and stuff, which is still technically business. But yeah, easier for accounting purposes. You know, I didn't know this, like, because I was gonna go in there and just, come on, give me water. You can get another phone line, but it turns out like you can't get a separate one, like separate entirely, because they go based off your social security number. I'm like, that's weird, but it's fine because I guess it's cheaper to have a business line. It was like $65. And then since I was getting a new phone, yeah, I was actually saving like $800 on the phone because I'm starting a new account. So it worked out. Yeah, I need to order a phone case after this live so it gets here by the time I get my phone. And that phone, I think, is going to stay in the shop. So, that is, it's either going to stay in the shop or it's going to stay inside the shed when the shed gets here. That is fully and utterly a work phone to stay in the workspace. Try to do a better job of separating, like not working when I'm, not in the shop. Oh man, Greg, do they not have like the similar setup like down here? Like I always figured like they also had like Verizon and T-Mobile and all the other places. But again, that's kind of to be expected from my end because I don't pay a lot of attention to like outside news or what's really going on. No, it's not TikTok. A lot of the news stuff that I've heard about is because I was like doom scrolling and I found out about my TikTok. So we are on the 1200 grit stage. This is the stage before polish. And since Opal is very similar to the Obsidian, we don't have to use a 3000 grit over on this side. And so this will polish up fairly quick. Assuming that I do not drop it. Yeah, Amy's like, you can go live today? I'm like, yeah, eventually I will. So we've been having a good streak. You guys want to know how many people saw yesterday's live? 44,000 views on yesterday's live. And I think there was 111 new subscribers yesterday. That's insane. And it's been like that for several days. And I don't understand like what YouTube changed so that we are getting like that many people like viewing the live. But I feel like it's only verticals. We'll find out this week when we go live, do the live sales. And I think it's only because I'm working on stuff. I feel like if I was doing live sales in the vertical format, I have a theory we wouldn't get as many views. And we're going to test that theory next week at some point. Let's see here. Bell, Telus, and Rogers, the three, and they own most of the discount companies. Oh, dang, Greg. And Greg, my other theory is, again, this is where I'm kind of curious to see how things are going to happen. My other theory is, since I haven't been live in such a long time, that YouTube might be pushing my videos into the algorithm to kind of be like, hey, we're going to give you a little bit of a boost for a moment, kind of get you to keep posting or going live, and then maybe after I get that little boost, it goes back to where it was. So that's my theory, because I didn't go live for so long. In a world where all companies are actually technically owned by only one company. Oh, nice, Derek. Are you gonna make applesauce or maybe apple butter with the apples? That'd be pretty at the end too. Just on moving. Oh, that's for eating? Okay. I mean, that's still good too. Oh, dang, princess. I'm gonna soft the back still. And that's why I have the rag down here. One of the two reasons. When I drop it, doesn't really damage anything. Yeah, that's fair, Derek. Looks like today, you know, it was raining. You know, I walked quite a ways. It was nice just to walk. I forgot how nice it was. I just had my earbuds in. Enjoyed my walk. My feet, not so much. My feet were not happy with me when I got home. In fact, Amy was like, "You want me to pick you up?" I'm like, "Actually, yes, please." Because my dogs are barking. And, might have been my shoes were not good enough for walking that distance. All right. So with obsidian, it's a little easier to find any imperfections before we're going to polish. When you have lighter color stones, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna take it off camera here so I can get a closer look. Yeah, black and dark color stones is really easy to spot any issues before you go on to the next step. Light colored stones, different story. I probably could have gone down a little bit further on the end, but that's okay. But the backside is still very pretty though. Okay. I think I do have to focus a little bit. Kind of rounding this down a little bit more on this side, and I can use kind of the edge of the wheel to do that with, just ever so slightly. And then over here, towards this top, I just gotta kind of round it just a little bit more, and then we'll be ready for polish. Which doesn't take too long to do, really. It's as simple as roll the stone. Doesn't take a lot. Roll it. And then down here, same thing. It is large because it is a small stone. You got big fingers. Greg. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there have been times where I've forgotten kind of like I got wheels right there because I can very easily like hit my knuckle on that. I would rather hit my nickel on this though than a high-speed sander. I will say that. I had a couple close calls with the high-speed sander several weeks ago, and I was working on all the Moroccan agates. I forgot which finger it was. It might have been this thumb, or it could have been the. I think maybe it might have been my finger, but I lost focus for a brief second, and a couple times, and actually nicked my finger. And luckily. The high-speed sander didn't pull my finger in with it. It kind of bounced off of it, so it didn't really break skin too much, but it did leave a small mark. Oh yeah, Greg, they're super scary. Like that is like the scariest piece of equipment that I own. Like every time I turn on, it just makes me like, it's like, did I have this tool? Thank you, Derek. Yeah, I like watching Dave too. Whenever I have time to watch him go live, I'll have him in the background while I'm working on something. I was thinking how it would be easy to get rid of the super glue currently on the fingertips. So what you could do is, I mean, don't take advice from me all the time, but you might be able to use acetone to kind of get rid of the super glue off your fingers. Just briefly, like put it on a rag and then like use it to wipe your fingers. Because I had to do that the other day. I was working also with glue, and I got some on my fingers. I got some acetone, just like on a rag, and just wiped it off, and then just washed my hands with soap and water afterwards. Tina, hi there, Tina. Nice, Tina. And a toque. This is actually a Spencer Opal from Idaho, and we're almost getting ready for polish. Oh, hey, cool, we have 100 likes. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. I should have went to a bit of a pointed tip there. In. And a little bit of air so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. It's not bad. Actually, might be ready for polish. Yeah, ready for polish. Yeah, not a bad ratio at all. I feel like the other day, I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we have like almost 400 people at one point the day before yesterday? It's been crazy, Greg. Like I'm kind of curious to see how long like YouTube keeps us up as far as like sending people to my live or people scrolling, or I'm curious to see how long YouTube can keep this up, because it's great. I love it. Oh man. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get a little tricky, because we have such a small stone. There's I forgot to put the cover on the cerium oxide. Now it's all dried out. That's okay. Ah, there, Talik. Happy Wednesday. Oh, more water too, apparently. So this cerium oxide, it doesn't take much. Like a little water goes a long way, really. Got a few spritzes. Also, the plus side about getting a business phone is when people call me. By people, I mean either Amy or my friend Pete, because this is the only two people that really call me most of the time. And if I'm ever live, I don't have to pause the live. I can just step away. There we go. So with the cerium oxide, you want to kind of have the consistency of like a Wendy's Frosty. You don't want to have it too thick. Still want it too soupy. It's like a Wendy's Frosty is like a really good median. So kind of like that. And then the next step is to turn this on and get it damp. So it's dry from yesterday, so we're gonna turn it on, use some water, good old H2O, googly eyes. Princess? No, no. I haven't eaten. Did I eat today? Hold on. I did eat today. I walked to McDonald's and I dropped off the van. I got a sausage McMuffin with egg. But that's all I've eaten today. And but I've been wanting to get a Frosty for some time now, because I haven't had one in a hot minute. Yeah, the forbidden Frosty. Patrick. And I like to keep some of the cerium oxide just here on the lid. It's like a little painter's palette. A little bit. Happy little polishing wheel. Message was held for review. What's the message say? Can you wiggle the googly eyes again? Oh no, Mr. Real! Alright, and then so another spritz of water, like that, and fingers crossed that I do not drop this stone, because it's very, very small, and it can get really slippery really quick. Ha, my man. Similar to, you know, like I said before in previous lives, you do have to kind of check your work frequently to make sure the stone isn't drying out when you're polishing it. So far it's not drying out, which is good. Since this is a small stone, this will not take very long to polish at all. In fact, like we're pretty much halfway there, basically. Doesn't take a long while. But also, you can never spend too much time polishing wheel, because there's been times where I've gotten a small scratch than like obsidian. Not like a super deep one, just more, I guess you can't say more superficial, kind of, sort of. Let's say if there's like a contaminant on the wheel that's just really, really tiny and it left like a small scratch on the surface. I've just taken it back to the wheel and just pressed harder, and I got that scratch out. Jackson, no, this one does not. If anything, the only thing that this really does, I mean, you can get a rug burn, but it doesn't like cause damage really. The cerium oxide, it does kind of dry out your hands a little bit. Quite a lot, actually. My wife tells me that I should be using lotion. Like if I'm spending several days and like in a row, like doing something, and I'm polishing something at least once a day, like it does dry out your hands. Let's put a little cerium oxide here. Yeah, no, this one doesn't wear out my fingers. Again, you can get rug burn. That's about it. It's a carpet. So if I were to sit here and like the only thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna get rug burn. That's pretty much it. And then I'll push that cerium oxide in my skin. You know, Greg, I'd almost be willing to just kind of like do like a really like low bezel, and then like maybe just glue it to a silver, like sterling silver there in the back. A really, really thin bezel. I don't think I have a thin one. I might have to make an order. Ever want to be a dentist? No. And you know, so the thing is, like, I probably could be a really good dentist because of my eye for detail and steady hand. But my thing is, people's mouths are disgusting. The germs, basically. I don't want to be around like the germs and the blood and stuff like that. Though my dentist is actually really cool. He likes fossils too, and I sent him a picture of the caiman tooth that we did the other day, and he thought that was really cool. And yeah, it is too, Jackson. Howdy there, Jared. So when I run out of this stuff, Jared, I'm just gonna buy more of it. I do have another flat that I can always test with, because I think I still have another blank not ceramic, but the acrylic flat for the high tech that I might do an experiment with. Nah, Tina, this is the same speed. This machine does not have more than one speed. If I use the high tech, that would have multiple speeds. Now, I probably just kind of went overkill on the polish. It's probably been done for a while now, but I'm just want to be sure that I didn't miss any spots here. So we're just about done. Well, thank you, Jackson. Yeah, I try to do my best to kind of keep an eye on comments the best I can, because sometimes it can get crazy. Oh, dang, Princess, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, teeth issues are like one of the biggest things that freak me out. I feel so bad, and I hope things get better for you in one way or another, because that's scary. Like, Amy went with me for my very first dentist appointment. Back when we were dating, and not gonna lie, I may have cried a little bit, because that was the first time actually sitting in a dentist chair and getting a filling of any kind, and I was freaking out because I had a fear of dentists. I'm not afraid it meant that. All right, let's take this over. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rinse this off really quick. I just realized this is like, if I had not held on to this, that could have easily fallen down the sink, down the drain. That would have really sucked. Okay, let's bring back over here. And we're gonna, I guess we're gonna sit right here, because I don't have the other arm set up yet. Okay. Turn off this. Turn off that. Bring this over here. Oh, that's what the P trap is for. That's fair, Greg. That's very fair. Especially the first time I've actually had to go in P trap to get something. I think, what was it? I think it was Amy's earring once. Fell down the sink at our last place, and I had to take everything apart to get to it. Yeah, Tina, you would have heard me crying in the background. And then guess what? Welcome today on the World of Rock Hounds, where we're using our tools to take everything apart to get to this. And a molar removed that had curved roots, and they had to split the tooth. Oh man, that sucks, Jackson. Oh, apparently I wasn't tight enough. Oh, come on, lock in place. Is this broken already? Are you serious? Come on, don't be like that. There we go. Okay. That's your pretty good polish. Let me grab some sticky tack really quick, and then I'm going to put this onto a darker background, I think. I think actually not too much darker. We might be able to use granite. I think granite would be a good... Patrick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how many fillings I have anymore in my teeth. No, I don't. None of it is a silver filling. It's like the what is it? The acrylic, the glue, whatever they use. Ballast track. Or from a place where they had a lot of fluoride in the water. Do not having fluoride. Okay, this tack's not want to stick to anything. Okay, let's try this. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put this right here. Hopefully that stays. Here we go. Give it a whirl. See what happens. And yeah, still trying to photograph opals a real pain in the butt. Okay, that's not working. Okay. We are on an adventure now to find something to show off the colors in this thing, because it looks cool in person. On camera, not so much. So let's zoom out. And we'll zoom back in. Come on. Zoom in. Oh my gosh, don't be like this. Shows actually a little bit better in orange than it is in anything else. Hi, the Amber. Yeah, but the only downside is we don't have any sunlight right now. We are in a week of rain. Here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to grab onto it too, and I'm having issues with my left hand right now, so. Here, let's do this. I'm going to put you all down here for a moment. I have another stick I can use to kind of help grab the stone. So please hold. These two cards. I am Gandalf the White. All right. Whew! Almost dropped it. Okay. I do actually have a regular flashlight. What we could try. Maybe, possibly. Does it have power? Try this one. We'll try a bunch of different lights. Oregon rain? Nah, that doesn't happen. Actually, it was kind of nice walk today. I walked in the rain. I'm not even sure how many miles, but I walked quite a bit. Try this light here. Nope, that light has a strobe effect. Don't like that. What about this light here? That's even worse. How about this? We did try this one here. It's a little better. No, we didn't try. I don't think we tried the light that's on the genie. Well, thank you, Talik. We'll zoom a little more. And we will try. Oh, that's not even plugged in. What about this one? I have like so many different lights just floating around here. Actually, might work. Hold on. And just dial it down a little bit. Like that. Oh, dang it. I'm running out of light bulbs here. Hold on. Usually I'm filming Firebeard sitting, I always like sit over here and then kind of bring it down a little bit. Kind of bring it down here. My hands are too white. Hold on. If anyone has any, like, we tried black backgrounds. We tried a bit of everything here. Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh, I forgot about the cell phone camera. Oh, here, let's try that. What's this button do? Does it help a little bit? So now we're using the cell phone camera. Nope. We have a white rock. What's this button do? Hold on. We're trying things out here. Does that turn it off? Yeah, turn it off. Okay. I don't think I can with the settings I have on this phone here. I can try to zoom in more. Zoom in way more. If anything, I'll be taking another video. Oh, that's a little better. Kind of. Well, the pulse looks really good. Oh my goodness. This is why that's like the third love-hate relationship with Opal. It looks cool in person, but on camera, it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna obey. So, but I'm trying to think about that light we have. Well, here, let's try these lights. These lights aren't as harsh, so. No, I can't squeeze through here. There. Oh, here we go. It's a little better. So I'll be trying to film this later. Because I did take a before video, and I'll have to do it an after. But you see how dry my skin is from that cerium oxide? That's the downside there. Opal guy. Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, that turned out not so bad. Gotta squeeze through here again. Because that there for a second. Sorry. My britches are falling down. I'm wearing a belt. It's not my zipper belt, so it's not one to hold up very well. So even like this right here. This is Louisiana sandstone opal. Similar thing. Some lights show better than others. Let's zoom in a little bit here. So, you know, we have this light here. And we see some colors. But sometimes, just the regular shop light can show something else. See the purples that are in there? There we go. So, pretty neat stuff. But really a pain in the butt to try to show the iridescence. So this, I'm not going to sell. At least not yet. Because this is the coolest one I found. What's the prettiest stone I owned? Metallic, probably the prettiest one I own is the fire obsidian I'm wearing around my neck. I got a lot of stones too, but that one's like my favorite. I mean, we can try turn off all lights. I don't think that will help too much, but we can try it. And oh, wrong button. That's why. So let's try the cell phone light again. Yeah, I can try my necklace here in a second. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna zoom in. Right there. Kinda, but not really. How about this one? That one shows a little bit better with the Louisiana opal. It's kind of like neat effect to it. But as far as the one that we did, nah. So I'm gonna sit you guys down for just a second while I get my necklace. So I'm gonna zoom out really quick. Unless if you're still watching, that is the big old bag of quartz cap. Amber, it's hard when you know, this is Oregon. Last week would have been the good week for using the less artificial light. So that right there, that's fire obsidian. Is that light on? That light is still on. Hold on. I thought I turned it off. There we go. So that's fire obsidian. And that is by far my most favorite stone. It's a natural obsidian. It's just that variety is only found here in Oregon. We actually spent the last couple days polishing some. Like we just polished this one yesterday here. Of course, it's not as high grade as the one I wear, but it's still quite pretty. Got a little flash in there. Who is the latest pretty? Do you post and do it yourself? What do you mean by that, Amber? Yeah, so we polished this one yesterday too. I gotta finish polishing the edge a little bit. And then once I get it finished polished, I'll do a video on it. But yeah, that's my necklace. We'll stay in the family. Come on, Aziz, light. Thank you, Aziz. Put my wizard hat back on. Like this. We showed this one a little bit yesterday too. This one has the fire layer down off yonder in this piece, and I'm gonna cut this piece up into several pieces, and I'm gonna try to extract the top layer too, because there's a few layers in that one. No, I won't lose that one. That one is, if I'm not wearing it, it's in a place where it won't get lost. Oh, Melissa, if you're watching, quartz cabs for opals. But yeah, I do have some cool stuff in here. We got boulder opal right there. I got my big old fish that I prepped. I was gonna sell it, and then I decided I didn't want to sell it after I got done with it. I was like, I'm a little too attached to this now. But I got some cool stuff in there. But yeah, I am gonna work on trying to get a good video of this without losing it. There you go. I like how it turned out. My favorite piece. Put it right here so I don't lose it. But I think that'll do for today's video. And tomorrow, maybe we'll do something with Legos. I don't know yet, because the Lego set should be in tomorrow. I've been waiting for a couple of years for that. That's actually a good question there, Jackson. Well, Italic, just wait several more months. This shop will be changing. Because I'll flip you around. I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. So if I zoom all the way out, there's basically 3 levels of shelves. There's 1 layer, 2 layers, a 3rd layer wire shelving. In the future months, those will not be there anymore. In fact, in the future months, these shelves won't even be there anymore. And I'm still not sure what's gonna happen with those desks over there. A lot of things are gonna be moving around, and this whole space is gonna open up, and it's gonna get turned back into just purely lapidary and equipment and stuff. And the new space. Do I have my tablet? Where'd my tablet go? It's right here. The new space it's kind of a rough drawing of kind of what I want to do. It's going to be a 14 by 24 space. Live sales will be in this corner right here. This shelf right here, that's going to be that of everyone's boxes. And then this is going to be the wrapping station, which above it will be all the packing supplies and everything else. And then the walls on either side are going to be similar to these shelves here, where there's going to be lights and everything's going to be displayed on them. They'll probably be about a foot deep. I think that's only about 8 inches, I think, right now. I think. And then the shelves are gonna be pretty much floor to, I want to say floor to ceiling, like about 7 feet tall. So floor all the way up to like 7 feet of rows of shelves, and then back here will be storage. In the center, I'll probably have some folding tables with some nice tablecloths and have everything displayed. And this will be the new, pretty much the live sales section and in-person shopping area. And the garage will go back to lapidary because it's cluttered in here. I don't like clutter. All right. Well, it's time for me to go. What is it? Actually, what time is it? 3 o'clock? I might actually go play Minecraft for like an hour. All right. So, thank you everyone for joining us today. And I will work on getting a video before and after, get that posted at some point today or tomorrow. And, it's 8 a.m. where you're at? Jackson, where are you at? 8 a.m. Are you like in Australia? Where are you at? Hey, first guest. Yeah, look at me. You actually might have said that earlier, maybe. So yeah, I will be doing live sales this weekend. I should make a post about that. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when the live sales return this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. And Amy will go live Saturday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know some of you miss Amy. Who cares about the red bearded guy? Yeah, so we'll be returning this weekend, and I'll go live a couple more times before this weekend doing some lapidary stuff. And I'll probably be doing more lives in general. So, and Taro's from Finland. Nice, welcome. Thank you, highlights. All right. Yeah, so Jackson, Amy calls me sometimes Kylico because my name's Kyle, but I got the calico hair, brown up here, and then little brown, little orange. So she calls me Kylico. But I'm gonna go play some video games for a little bit before River gets back. A little bit of Minecraft, because that's how I work. Bluebeard, no hair. All right. Have a good day, Greg, and I will see you all here relatively soon. And so, bye, everybody. See you all here pretty soon. So, bye, everybody. Boop. And bye.